So thank you so much for joining us on a precious weekend. And my name is Cheesie, and I'll be your host today, bringing you to travel to two amazing prefectures. So for those of you who are joining from Malaysia, Singapore, or the Philippines, no matter where you are, I hope you're having a good day. And I know that a lot of you are missing Japan dearly, so hopefully this online tour would bring you some comfort and then give you something to look forward to when we finally can come back to Japan again. So, alright, for those of you who have not been to Okayama and Prefecture, this afternoon I will be sharing these two prefectures with you. Hopefully you will be able to learn a thing or two. And for those of you who have joined me earlier, last year for 2021, I will be sharing more new destinations and a few hidden gems for you to explore as well. So can we have the slide? All right, so this is some of the photos I have taken during my trip last November. As you can see, I have visited many photogenic places. I will be sharing all with you later on in this online tour. So please allow me to introduce myself a little. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Cheesie, and I am a Malaysian who is currently living in Japan. So I have a blog at cheesieland.com since 2004, so 18 years of blogging. And I also have an Instagram account at cheesieland. So if you're a fan of Japan, please follow me as I will share with the world my daily experiences in Japan and all the amazing places I explore in Japan. So yes. My mission is to travel to all 47 prefectures in Japan. If you joined my previous seminar, you already know I've repeated this many times. So I have completed this mission 2 years ago to all 47 prefectures. And right now, my new mission is to discover even more hidden gems, deeper, and to share with everyone who loves Japan. So no matter which prefecture you choose to go, for sure I have some useful tips for you. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Japan's map, here is a map that is separated in regions, so just a quick explanation. I'm sure many of you know Hokkaido, Kansai, and Kyushu, but there are more regions all across Japan with different kinds of attraction waiting for you to explore. So, as I mentioned, today we'll be traveling to Okayama and Tottori Prefecture, which are both located in the Chugoku region of Japan. So as you can see, the region that is purple in color right here is Chugoku region, and it is tucked between Kansai, around here, and Kyushu. Those of you who joined my seminar last week, you know where it is. And Chugoku region consists of 5 prefectures, and those are Okayama, Hiroshima, Yamaguchi, Shimane, and Tottori. So today we'll be exploring 2 prefectures in the Chugoku region, which is Okayama and Tottori. Alright, let's have a look at Okayama first. So it is super conveniently accessible via Shinkansen from Osaka, which is just 44 minutes away from Shin Osaka Station on the fastest bullet train called Nozomi. And of course, you can also access it from Fukuoka, which is where I am right now. If you're flying from Fukuoka, you can also access Okayama Prefecture very easily on a bullet train. So next up, for Tottori, it is located just above Okayama. Okayama is here, so this is Tottori, facing the Sea of Japan. So Tottori is really off the beaten path, but I think in recent years it has gained a lot of recognitions from overseas, especially a few famous spots became popular. So to me, every single prefecture has their own unique attractions, so full of their own charm and beauty. So I love all of them, and trust me, because I have been to all of them. So before we start the tour, I want to talk a little bit about my experience self-driving in Okayama and Tottori. So many of us are pretty used to traveling around Japan using public transport such as train or flights or local trains. However, today I'll be sharing this self-drive journey using a rental car, which is what I did during my visit. So the benefits of using a rental car is that it gives you incredible flexibility to move around, not in a hurry or in a rush, don't have to follow the time. And of course, for those of you who love shopping, like we Malaysians all love buying all sort of souvenirs, you can bring all your gifts into the car and store all your luggages so you don't have to drag the luggage up and down the staircase. We all have been through that many times. And also, especially if you're traveling with your parents or your, even grandparents, you don't have to worry about your mother-in-law complain knee pain. So no more walking up and down the staircase, and it's very convenient. And the best thing is you get to travel to all the hidden gems and all the off the beaten path destinations, which is usually not accessible with public transport. So there are many car rental companies that you can rent your vehicle from. So most of them accept online booking, such as this time car rental. So you can just secure your car before your trip. So one thing to note that for Malaysians or Singaporeans, remember that you will need to apply for an international driving license before you could rent a car in Japan. So for Malaysian, all you need to do is go to your nearest JPJ with your existing driver license and convert it. So it's very, very important. So please don't forget to get your international license. Otherwise, you won't be able to drive. And of course, you will need to bring your passport and license to pick up at the store. So now let's watch a video of my car rental experience in Japan. This is actually last year. Can we hear, is the sound on? It's a short video of my driving experience. Just prepare all the documents and you can pass it to the staff, and then you get your key, and then you'll be getting your car to drive. All right. So there is also GPS in the car if you are worried about destination. Of course, you can also use your mobile phone to get on the data. But if you are worried, there is also GPS in multiple languages, so don't need to worry about language problems. So that is my short car driving experience. So next up, there are a few things you need to take note of and be careful when you drive in Japan. So luckily in Japan, we actually drive on the left side, just like Singapore and Malaysia. So I think that makes the hurdle a lot lower. You don't have to worry about driving on the wrong side. However, when you drive on the highway, please remember that everyone has to buckle up, including the passengers sitting behind. And Japan's speed limit is also different from Malaysia, so please look out for the speed limit sign when you drive on the highway from time to time. And another important thing to note that is that if you're traveling with your family, children below the age of 6 are required a child seat, so you may request in advance when you make your car reservation online. So, of course, this is our third year, 2022, into the pandemic, and many of us are already used to traveling, and I'm sure that in Singapore and Malaysia, some of you have started traveling domestically. So for me, I have lived in Japan for about 3 years, and I have gotten very used to moving around, this new traveling style with all kinds of safety measures in place since, we have done it for like 2 years already. Fed up, but no choice. So for example, the protective sheets or screens are put up at all the receptions and counters, even in like taxis or like limousine car. So all the visitors are also required to sanitize their hands and also, of course, wear a mask before you enter a facility. So these are some of the things that you should take note when you come to Japan. All right, that's all for self-driving as well as safety measures. So right now, let's go on to the self-driving trip. So this is my driving plan. I actually flew in from Kansai Airport and took my car there and drove to Tottori. So for those of you who prefer using public transport, you can also take the train to Tottori and then rent a car from then on. So this is a 3-day plan where I go through Tottori Sand Dune, Kurayoshi City, Misasa Onsen, Daisen, Hiruzen Okutsu, which is in Okayama, and lastly, Kurashiki and Kourakuen, which is one of the famous gardens I'll be showing you later. So these are the plan for a short trip for only 3 days. And if you are wondering if you can extend your stay, of course it is also possible. There are a lot more activities you can also find in these two prefectures. All right, so first of all, let's visit Tottori Prefecture. The exciting news is that we will be having a live broadcast right from Tottori Prefecture today. And Miss Moeno will be bringing us around Tottori City, wonder where it would be. And before that, I want to introduce the sand dune. This is where you can enjoy the very unique side of the beautiful sand dunes in Japan, as well as experience different kinds of activities such as camel ride or sandboarding. I'll be showing you a video of my experience last year visiting the sand dune. So there you go. Alright, so this is my trip last year. This is where you can enjoy a very unique side of sand dune, very, very rare in Japan, and as well as different activities. So this is how the sand dune looks like. You can observe the Sea of Japan from the sand dune, and usually it's also very windy, so be prepared to bring a jacket or a light down jacket with you. And yeah, this is just one of the very unique sides in Japan, Tottori Prefecture. And you can take lots of photogenic pictures. Yeah, this is actually a beach with lots of sand that is accumulated over the years, many years. And it is one of the top tourist destinations in Japan. So of course you can also get on a camel ride, which is very rare as well in Japan. Usually you can get horse riding in many places, but camel ride for me is the first time. So very unique experience. And nearby the sand dune, you can also discover fields full of beautiful purple flowers. These are called the Rakkyo no hana, which is the flowers of scallion, a local specialty of Tottori Prefecture. And these are the scallion that you find in the typical Japanese curry rice. So please have a look if you're in Tottori Prefecture. So, do we have the guide from Tottori Prefecture? Yes, let's connect to Miss Moena, who will be broadcasting live from Tottori. Welcome. Hello. Hi, Miss Moeno. How are you?
I'm very good. Hi, Gigi.
How is the weather in Tottori Prefecture?
It is nice. It is very beautiful today. It was a bit cloudy in the morning, but look, the sun is out.
Perfect. Yeah. During my stay, it is always sunny. Thank you so much for showing us. So where are we today?
We are here at Tottori Karo Crab Museum. Aquarium.
Oh, it's an aquarium. It's called Kanikokan, right?
Can you see?
Well, yeah, I can see it. All right. So can you show us can you tell us more about this aquarium?
Yes, so this aquarium is all about the crabs, and it is very kids-friendly, close from Tottori Sand Dunes or Tottori Station.
Oh.
Not too far, so it's easy to get access and then come here to visit.
Right. How far away is it from the Tottori Sand Dune?
It's about 15 minutes drive from the sand dunes.
15 minutes ride, all right. So it is very, very near the city. You can visit this Kanikokan after visiting the sand dune.
Yeah, exactly.
So shall we go in and have a look?
Yes, of course. Please
of
follow
course,
me.
Putting on the mask first.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I've actually never been to Kanikokan, so I'm actually very excited to look at what's inside.
There's still something that you've never been to in Tottori.
I know. And I've been to Sand Dune 4 times. Oh, what is that? That's a bit okay. It is a sanitizer. That is so adorable. So guys, in Japan, they have all these cute sanitizers.
Right.
So remember to sanitize your hand and wear a mask before you enter the facility.
Yes, welcome to Karo Crab Aquarium. So here are some fish tanks.
So it is not just about crab, I can see some fish too.
exactly. And then since I said it's kids-friendly aquarium, the kids can even feed fish here.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So you can just buy like the fish pellet and feed them. That is
Yeah,
so
you
fun.
don't even need to buy. They will just give you some food for the
For
fish,
free.
and
Oh,
you
Japan
can,
is
yes,
too kind.
you can get the experience to feed the fish.
That is.
And let's go over there.
Oh, what is that on the wall? It is so big.
This is called Japanese spider crab,
That
and
is
it's the
gigantic.
largest species
Whoa.
of crab.
I bet it's
Yes.
bigger than longer than your hands.
Yeah. Can you see how massive it
Yeah, it is
is?
super
So big.
huge. Wow.
This one's about 2 centimeters, but the one on the Guinness is
Ah, okay. Oh, wow.
recorded as 5.79
What?
meters.
That's like double the size of this crab. Can you guys imagine that?
Yes, huge. And in fact, in Kaniko Aquarium, you can see this Japanese spider crab alive.
Alive, so we have live crab. Whoa.
Yes. Again, in this, big fish tank, this is the Japanese spider crab.
Oh, wow, that is huge. It looks like he's staring at all of us.
Yes, he says, come in and visit Tottori.
Yeah,
Yeah, come in
please.
and see
Yeah.
me. It's what he says.
Please come in. Oh,
And
what is
then
that
here,
behind
yeah.
it? Is that a torii gate
Oh,
behind?
yeah, this is Tori Gate with
That is so
the little, like a baby. It's baby, still
not
big,
really
but
baby, but
baby,
yeah, I get what you mean.
baby Japanese spider crab.
Baby,
So
that's my
if
baby
it's
at
a
all.
baby, it's still big.
Uh,
On Tori Shrine, it says Ekibyo in Japanese, but that means, like hoping the COVID situation will be, under control more,
right.
and then like we are hoping that people can travel again, and then yeah.
Oh, that is so
Oh,
nice. So
yeah.
like it is a wish from Kanikokan for the pandemic to
Mm-hmm.
faster end so that you guys can come back to Japan.
Yeah, we are all waiting for you here.
Yeah. All
Right?
right. So other than
Uh,
Kanikokan, is there any other things you want to show us?
yes, yes, in this area, so you've seen here there are lots of species of crabs to see, but we've got a fish market, so you
Oh,
can see
fish
the
market.
crab for eat.
Okay, so now you guys have seen live crab, and now we are going to the fish market for some real crab for food.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
As Malaysia, we really love crab. We love all sort of
Mhm.
seafood, so I'm sure all the audience are very excited to go to the market.
Okay, so Chidi-san, did you enjoy seafood last time you came here?
Definitely, Tottori is one of my favorite places for crab. Like
Yeah.
I'll be sharing more of my experience later in the
Uh-huh.
online tour in
Yeah.
Misasa. But right now, I can't wait to see live crab in the market.
Yeah. And then the fish market is
Mm-hmm.
very, very close to the aquarium.
Oh,
It's just only a minute walk,
a minute.
so we'll
That's
be in
perfect.
the market really soon.
Right. Okay, so now Miss Moena is walking towards the market. As we can
Yes.
see, it's a beautiful day in
Yeah, and then you
Tottori.
can even see the sea. Maybe it's a bit in the distance,
Ah,
but
oh
over
yes,
there. So
can you
we
guys
are
see it? The Sea
right.
of
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah. We are pretty much
Amazing.
right on the coast by the sea.
Oh,
Yes. And then here, just around the corner, there's also a restaurant here, so
a
you can
restaurant.
enjoy a seafood bowl. Yeah.
Nice. So for those of you guys who visit Tottori Sand Dune, when you're hungry, you can come to the fish market and have some fresh seafood here.
Yes.
So what is the seafood market called?
It's called Karoichi.
Karoichi.
Karoichi. Yes. So
Karoichi Seafood
Karo
Market.
comes from Karo Port. So that's the
Ah,
port close by, and then ichi actually comes from the market in Japanese. So this
right.
is Karoichi, the fish market that I'm gonna talk about now.
Perfect. Okay,
Yes.
so as you guys know, it is very near the port, so it goes to show how fresh the seafood must be.
Yeah, good point. So it's very popular for visitors or tourists, but it's also very famous for locals because they want to get fresh seafood and then they know where to get them, and then so they come here.
Perfect. So you guys are
Yeah.
going to the very local market. Maybe it's very reasonable price as well.
Yes, it's even called the kitchen of Tottori.
The kitchen of Tottori. Wow.
Yes. So shall I show
Of
you the kitchen
course.
of Tottori?
I can't
Okay,
wait.
let's go
Yes.
in.
Today is a Saturday, so I'm assuming that it's quite crowded with tourists. Or
Yes,
tourists or like local
there are quite
people.
a bit of people.
Maybe a lot of people are buying their ingredients for dinner tonight.
Yeah, I think so. So welcome.
Wow! Wow, it looks so clean. Totally different from the
Yes.
seafood market we have in Malaysia. It's very hygienic, very clean.
So here are lots of different kinds of seafood, like big yellowtail here.
Yellowtail. Whoa, nice.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Oh, for
And
sashimi.
yes, that's the big yellowtail. And also different types of fish, flatfish or the local shrimps here.
Ah, nice. Oh, that's the
And
mosa ebi I've tried. It is a very precious shrimp that is only available in the
yes,
local region. I've tried it. It's very, very nice.
exactly. And then they go bad really quickly, so you can only eat them here.
Yes, yes, yes.
You can't get them in big cities because like you can't transport them.
Remember, guys, it is called
So
mosa ebi when you come to Tottori Prefecture.
yeah, definitely try that when you are in Tottori. And
Okay, I
then
see
here are
some
different,
crab.
yeah, and then here are different types of
Oh,
the
delicious.
different range of crabs.
Wow, so it comes in different sizes and price. Like the price are quite
Yes,
different. 5,000 yen. What kind of crab
yeah.
is this?
So they are called matsuba crab, matsuba gani. So
Matsubagani.
which is in English snow crab.
Ah, snow crab. Okay.
Yes, and then they are boiled. So you can buy them here and then eat it. Yeah, eat it on the spot.
Oh, wow, that is very convenient.
And also, not only boiled crabs, you can also get alive.
Oh, wow, live crab. Wow, it's still
Oh,
moving. So,
yeah.
guys, you can get the
Wow.
freshest crab
They're
in.
pretty big, like
Yeah,
bigger
it's
than
bigger
my
than your
hand,
hand.
or
Whoa,
I'm a bit
whoa,
scared.
whoa, whoa.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much.
That is so cool. Thank you so
Alright,
much. So the people are
alright.
so friendly.
Yes.
All right, where
And
are we going next?
yes, Chichi-san, here in Karoichi Fish Market, if it's fish market, there are still more things to buy.
Oh, please show us.
Okay.
Wow, I see some souvenirs. So I'm sure that
Yes.
people, you can't really bring a live crab back to Malaysia or Singapore. So this is a great place for you to buy some souvenirs back home.
Exactly. So from sweet to savory, there are lots of selection of souvenirs. So you can choose ones for friends or your families.
Right. So Moeno-san, which is your favorite?
I would say this Matsubagani
Right,
senbei.
I know
So
that. I've seen it in. Actually, they have like a pop-up store in Malaysia earlier, and it was sold out in like just minutes. It's very, very nice, very crispy, and full of
yeah,
kani flavor. Definitely recommended.
exactly.
Matsubagani senbei, yeah. That's also the best-selling souvenir, right?
Exactly. And then of course, you can try fresh snow crabs here while you're in Tottori, but you literally can't grab snow crabs and then bring it home.
Yeah.
So yeah, buy them for your friends and your family.
Right, yeah. Perfect souvenir to bring back home, you guys.
And here is also another shop. It's called Tofu Chikuwa.
Tofu chikuwa. What is tofu chikuwa?
So chikua is, I assume that everyone knows tofu, right?
Yeah, tofu, yeah.
So chikua is a fish cake.
Fish
So tofu
cake.
chikua, yes, tofu chikua is a fish cake with tofu in it.
Ah, okay.
Hmm. So this place has a little snack to eat.
Ah, okay. So
Yeah.
if you don't want to eat a live crab, you can still come here and get some snacks to fill your tummy up.
And then here, tofu chikua.
Ooh, so many different. Is it different flavors?
Yeah, there are about 10 different flavors.
10 different flavors.
So, for example, this one is tuna mayo, so tuna mayonnaise.
Ah, tuna mayonnaise. My favorite.
Yes, and then this one is cheese.
Cheese, also my favorite.
Yeah,
That's why
right.
I'm named Cheesie. Oh,
Oh,
look at
that's
the price. It's
right,
only
exactly.
300 yen.
Yeah, there's about, the range is 200 yen to
Mm.
300 yen.
So
And then they've got even tomato and cheese.
right. It looks like it's quite big for such a reasonable price.
Yeah. Decent size, isn't it? Maybe it will go well with wine, I think. Tomato and cheese.
Tomato and cheese.
And then here are
Sounds like a
some
great
more
topping
of
for
like
pizza.
curry flavored, ginger flavored.
Curry.
Hmm.
Cool. So this is tofu chikuwa. When you come to Tottori Prefecture, this is another snack to indulge in.
Yeah, you
All
can
right.
snack on. There are lots of things to try.
Thank you very much. Oh, what is behind you? It that says Tottori. Is it
Oh, behind me, it is actually a coffee shop.
a coffee shop?
Yes. So, hold on.
Is it like Tottori style coffee or something?
Yeah, it is. You can only find this Tsunaba coffee only in Tottori. So
Tsunaba
out
coffee.
of 47 prefectures, Tottori was the last prefecture to have Starbucks open.
Oh, the
Yes.
last prefecture to have a Starbucks in the prefecture.
Yeah. Off the beaten path, the Starbucks was also, didn't come to Tottori until the very last
Right.
moment.
I mean, in Tokyo, you
But-
can just walk 10 steps and then you find a Starbucks somewhere. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. But when we didn't have Starbucks in Tottori, the governor made a joke about it. And Tsunaba actually means sand dunes
Sand
in
dunes.
Japanese. So the governor said, we don't have Starbucks, but we have Tsunaba. And that's
You don't
how,
have Starbucks, but you have Tsunaba. That is really funny.
that's how Tsunaba coffee started.
Ah,
So
I
it is
see.
Tottori original
Right.
coffee.
I'm sure the local people really love it.
Yes.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing. I think it's time. Well, I
Okay.
hope that you guys enjoy Moena-san's live broadcast. Do you have any advice for people who want to come to Tottori?
So since it's not too far from Tottori sand dunes, so why don't you make a trip? So from sand dunes, you can enjoy some activities that Cheesie talked about.
Yes.
And then after that, you can come here for lunch and then get some seafood and have afternoon coffee here. So that's very a perfect day.
Sounds perfect. Thank you so much. Well,
You're very welcome.
yeah, I'll see you next time in Tottori Prefecture.
Yes, everyone in Malaysia, we are all waiting here. Thank you so much.
Thank
Salamat.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Well, thank you so much for Moena-san's live broadcast. That was Tottori Prefecture. And I just want to move on to my personal experience eating all sort of amazing food. I have actually been to Karoichi as well. So these are the crab that I bought. It was like 800 yen, a tiny crab for a very affordable price. And around Tottori City, there are also fresh seafood, as you have heard earlier. It's very near the ocean, so there are abundance of fresh seafood. And of course, there is also Tottori Wagyu, which is seldom sold outside of the prefecture. It is a very rare breed, Tottori Wagyu, the Tottori kind of branded beef. So if you're in the area, please try out both the seafood and the beef. Very nice. So here is another video of me, my experience at the Karoichi Market. Kurashi no Oka, which is where I had my lunch nearby the sand dune. And this is Karoichi Market, which you have already seen earlier. Very affordable crabs. And this is only 800 yen and it's ready to eat. There are a few spaces you can sit down, and yeah, it's full of crab roll and very, very delicious. Definitely a place to enjoy crab. And this is the tofu chikuwa you have seen earlier. It tastes like tofu with a hint of seafood flavor. So stay tuned for my next adventure. And next up, I want to introduce another place. Before that, here is my driving plan. We are moving from Tottori Sand Dune to this city called Kurayoshi. So coming up, we are going to explore another city in Tottori Prefecture, which is Kurayoshi City. It is most famous for the white wall storehouse called the Shirokabe. And this area flourished as a merchant town in the Edo period, so you can find all sort of nostalgic storehouses. It's a charming town where you feel that you can time slip back into a few centuries ago and experience hands-on some of the most traditional art and craft, and as well as the historical ambience was also very nice. Alright, so here are some of my recommendations while in Kurayoshi. First of all, you can experience Kyudo, which is the ancient art of archery in Japan. For about 1,000 yen, you can get 10 arrows and you'll be taught how to shoot the arrow. This is Kyudo. And there are also a stylish cafe nearby called Kura, where you can find all sort of photogenic desserts. And for those of you who loved collectibles, know that you can also collect a unique manhole card by visiting the Kurayoshi Visitor Center and fill up a quick survey and you get the card for free. So Japan. And next up, I want to introduce Misasa Onsen town. So this is a hot spring town that I have already introduced in my seminar last year, but this time I actually stay in a different ryokan. So let's have a look. So I came here 2 years in a row, last year and this year, because I really love how quiet and how lovely it is, full of onsen town charm. And the best thing about this ryokan, I stay at Misasa-kan, is there are also many different other ryokans in the area, so you can pick which one you like depending on the price, of course, and the location. And usually they will have crab for dinner, so you'll be spoiled for choice. You'll be treated to a feast of crab at a very affordable price, from around 10,000 to 30,000 yen, depending on the ranges. So at night, you can also take a stroll at the onsen town. The townscape is very, very romantic, kind of retro and very quiet and nice. And of course, the best thing is also the private onsen bath. Some of the ryokan also offer private onsen bath. So if you're going with your family, maybe it's a good choice for those of you who are shy to go to a public bath. Right, so let's watch a video about Misasa Onsen town. So we are moving from Tottori City to Misasa. And this is the Kurayoshi first. Kurayoshi White Wall District, where you can see all sort of storehouses that was preserved since centuries ago. So this is a sake brewery. And then we also have like a soy sauce brewery, which is a Kuwata soy sauce warehouse, which has been here since the Meiji period. More than 100 years ago, brewing shoyu, soy sauce. And here you can find soy sauce jelly, which is kind of interesting and actually quite yummy. And the koi fish also is very, very famous in the area. So in Malaysia, we call it the longkang fish. Yeah, this is actually a canal. It's so clean that the fishes can actually swim in it. You can also find local wines, such as this Kurayoshi winery, where they sell locally made wine, and the grapes are also locally grown in Tottori Prefecture. So you can have a little tasting and, of course, support made in Japan wine. Yeah, other than sake or shochu. Japan also produces wine. So this is Benten Sando and Dairenji Temple, which is a very photogenic path. And you can also find a payphone which is still working, so you put coin in it, you can call someone who lives in Japan. And Cafe Kura is a place where for coffee lover, so they use a very traditional stone grinding method where you can experience grinding your own coffee bean. Very, very aromatic. I'm not so much a fan of coffee, but if you love coffee, this is the place to visit, definitely. So you can order a coffee and go to the second floor and enjoy the beautiful view of, and also there are like many nice dessert to order, such as the matcha dango. As well as, instead of sugar, they actually put red bean paste into the coffee to sweeten it up. So it has a very unique aroma and a very subtle taste of red bean, which kind of is nice, I think. Yeah, I like it. So yes, this is Cafe Kura. Of course, takes lots of photo, super Instagenic. And then after that, you can take a stroll around the White Wall district, where you can explore all sort of different stores selling interior or like accessories or handicraft, such as this lantern display. And there's also a guest house where you can stay, rent the entire house called Machiya. So it can accommodate up to 8 packs. And it's equipped with everything, including the kitchen and the bathroom, and of course you can also cook. So this is the Kyudo experience that I really enjoyed. I was given 10 arrows and I was taught how to shoot. It was my first time shooting a bow. It looks challenging, but actually, look, I actually hit the bullseye. So there was maybe coincidence, but it was very fun. So there are also lots of accessory stores in the area selling interior or like lifestyle goods and some pottery and even like fashion apparel. And now we are moving on to Misasa Onsen, and I stay at Misasa-kan, which the dinner was just absolutely fantastic. You have like a crab feast full of different kind of crab cooked different style. For example, we have the grilled crab, the crab shell with a lot of miso in it, and then we also have sashimi, as well as like the tempura. Oh, this is a crab roll. They call the kani miso, and this is the crab tempura. So good. And other than that, you also have like small little dishes, and you can also have crab shabu shabu, which I think is one of my favorite. It really brings out the sweet taste of the freshness of the crab. Dip it in shoyu and just enjoy it. Just super good. So Misasa Onsen is very famous for their crab. So no matter which ryokan you choose to visit, you will be guaranteed good food. So there is also an onsen foot bath just outside Misasa-kan, the ryokan that I stay at. It's a very nice little activity when it is very cold at night. And for those of you who prefer onsen, there is also a private onsen outdoor in Misasa-kan. So yeah, really perfect. So that is the end of Misasa, and stay tuned for Mt.Daisen area. So before moving on, I actually have another spot I want to share, and this place is called Mitokusan Sanbutsuji Temple. Right, so this place is very special. I actually went there not during work, but on my private trip with my friend. And it is known as the most dangerous temple in Japan, not in the sense that it's haunted or anything, but the reason why it is so dangerous is that you need to hike about 1 hour up to the peak. And it is actually pretty steep and with ropes and chains along the way. And the staff in the temple will actually check your attire to make sure that it's appropriate and that your sneakers are not slippery. So if your shoes doesn't pass, you have to buy this waraji, which is like a woven slipper that you can wear to hike. Actually, I wore that and it really helped anti-slip. So you are not also not allowed to go in alone. You must be accompanied by at least one other visitor so that you don't get lost or something. So of course you also need to bring gloves and sufficient water, mineral water, just in case. And it really goes to show how this is definitely not a leisure tourist place, but really, really sacred. So after a 1-hour hike, my friend and I finally reached the peak, and it was absolutely worth it. The most incredible part of the temple is Naga Iredo, the one you see on the right side of the photo. And it is a temple hall that is built inside a rock cliff with only wooden beams to support. And apparently this temple was built like 1,000 years ago, so it's really a mystery how it was built. Very, very fantastic. And in the middle photo, you can see the temple, the edge of it is actually not guarded. You could fall off anytime, so which is why it is really the most dangerous temple I've ever been. So if you're feeling adventurous, please visit Mitoku-san Sanbutsuji Temple. It is definitely one of a very valuable experience that I had in Tottori Prefecture. Okay, so next up, we are driving from Misasa to the Daisen area. So let's have a look at the Daisen region. So Daisen is the name of the mountain in Tottori, and it is said to be the Mount Fuji of Tottori Prefecture because of how much it looks alike. Look at, like if I don't say, you might be wondering that is it Mount Fuji? So they really, really look alike. And Daisen literally means big mountain, so it is one of the natural resource in Tottori Prefecture, and it is blessed with abundance of natural resources which we will be exploring shortly. So if you love a little hike, you can hike up Mt.Daisen and explore a temple and a shrine. On the left side, we have Okayama Shrine, and in the middle, we have the sky lift that brings you up midway through a roadway, and to enjoy the sky lift to enjoy a panoramic view of the areas around it. Very, very nice. And as I mentioned earlier, in autumn time, there is also beautiful autumn leaves. So very picturesque, especially during fall. So lastly, I also discovered a new place that I've never mentioned before in my online tour last year. And this place is called Kitanizawa Stream. And this is a forest area at the foot of Mt.Daisen, which is famous for the extremely pure and crystal clear stream called Kitanizawa. And if you guys know, the famous mineral water company, the beverage company called Suntory, also had their commercial shot there. So it goes to show really how pure and how good quality the water, spring water here is. So we're gonna watch a short video of my trip to the Daisen area. So let's go. So we are traveling from Misasa to Daisen. And the first place is the Shoji Ueda Museum of Photography. So if you love photography, this is the place. And Mr. Ueda is a very, very famous photographer. And you might have seen this this place all over Instagram. It is a very famous spot where you can take photos like this. It's a sticker on the window. And unfortunately, I can't show you the exhibition because no photography is allowed inside, but you can enjoy, you can learn all about photography since the early Showa period. So a lot of his photography is black and white. So we also have Kosaji Ichi Bakery, which is near the museum, the gallery, and you can find local pastries and local bread in this little stylish cafe. And then we have Kitanizawa Stream, absolutely calming and very therapeutic. You can feel the air is different. Yeah, it is a very healing place if you want to just escape the city a little. And of course, you can also take really, really nice photo. Looks like this. And I went there in autumn time, so in summertime the moss is actually even greener, so it has an even fresher feel to it. So summertime is a good time to visit Kitanizawa. And there are also lots of trees, and this is a tree that is hollow inside. Just took a photo of it. Yeah, I love trees. And this is Mitsukue Thatch Roof Hut, a popular photo spot. So this is actually not a tourist spot, but it is very famous for photography because it's so rare to see a thatch roof hut like this. It used to be a little warehouse to store farming tools used by the farmers, and they're making some effort to preserve it because it's worn over time. So a lot of photographers come here to shoot with the Daisen at the background. So that is all for Tottori Prefecture, and stay tuned for Okayama Prefecture. And before that, I have one more spot to recommend, and that is Tottori Hana Kairo Flower Park. So some of you may have asked which season is best to visit Tottori, and here is my answer. Every single season is beautiful. So I'm sure that some of you who have been to Japan are very amazed by the seasonal flowers you see blooming all around Japan during all kind of seasons. So in Tottori Hana Kairo Flower Park, this is a perfect place for you to observe seasonal blooms all year round. For example, in springtime, we have the like this arch, and this is springtime and this is autumn, so it looks completely different. And the Mt.Daisen also looks different. This is with snow on top, and this is in autumn time. And then you also have cherry blossom in springtime, which is very, very romantic and beautiful. And in autumn time, you have the golden icho, the ginkgo, I never know how to pronounce, ginkgo trees. So yes, Tottori Hana Kairo Flower Park is one of the top destinations as well in Tottori Prefecture. So next up, we are going to Okayama Prefecture. Okay, so this is my driving plan. From Mt.Daisen to Hiruzen is actually pretty near, so you have no problem navigating from Tottori to Okayama. Alright, so today we'll be exploring Hiruzen area and the Okutsu area of Okayama Prefecture. So first of all, let's visit Hiruzen. Hiruzen is a highland located in Maniwa City in Okayama, and you can enjoy cool climate even in summertime. It is pretty cool, so make sure you wear extra jacket when you go to Hiruzen. And there are also a lot of nature to see. You can also enjoy cycling, horse riding, as well as visit winery and dairy farm where you can enjoy fresh soft serve, popular in the area. And there is also a new facility in the Hiruzen area called Greenable Hiruzen, where art, architecture, and sustainability is brought together for an eco-friendly tourism experience. So if the architecture looks familiar, you might be wondering. And yes, it is designed by the world-famous architect Kuma Kengo, or we call Kengo Kuma in English, who also designed the Tokyo Olympics Stadium. So actually in the museum, you can find a chair in the middle of the photo that is actually used in the Tokyo 2020 Olympic Stadium. So unfortunately, due to the pandemic, I really wanted to watch the Olympics, but unfortunately, with all the situation, I couldn't, even though I live so near to the station. So this is my closest chance to get a touch to see how it looks like. So all right. In the area, we also have popular experiences in Hiruzen, such as going on a cycling tour to enjoy the natural beauty of the highland. And if you visit Maniwa City in autumn time, around October to November, you can also catch the beautiful cosmos flower in full bloom at the Cosmos Garden. So moving on to from Hiruzen to Okutsu, we have a quiet, quaint little riverside onsen town, another onsen town. So I went kayaking at Lake Okutsu, and I'll be showing you more in the video. Okay, so I spent a night at this lovely little ryokan called Ikeda Kajikaen, which has really, really friendly stuff. It really feels like home. And at a spacious room, there are also very good food for both dinner and breakfast, and my own very private onsen, so I'll be showing you as well later on. So here is a video for you to enjoy of Hiruzen and Okutsu area. So first of all, we have Greenable Hiruzen designed by Kengo Kuma. very, very stylish, and a lot of people also come here to take photos. And then next to this architecture is the museum where you can find Kengo Kuma's exhibition. The theme is sustainability, so you'll find a lot of sustainable goods for sale as well. This is the museum, Hiruzen Museum. And you can see the design is just very, very Kuma Kengo, with a lot of wood structure and design. And this is the Olympics chair that I sit on. And yeah, very photogenic. And people who love architecture, this is the place you should visit for inspiration. Alright, and then we are moving on to Hiruzen Jersey Land. This is the dairy farm where you can find soft serve, and this is the pasture where you can find cows grazing on the grass in summertime, but it's too cold right now, so the cows has gone back to their homes. So, and really a lot of great nature around the area, and also you can enjoy horse riding at the Hiruzen Horse Park. So very beginner friendly. You can just pay a fee, and then you will have someone to guide you to be on the horse and just circle around the area in beautiful nature. And for little kids who want to get in closer encounter with the horse, you can also buy a few snacks for only 100 yen. Buy the carrot and feed the horse. So yeah, this is the carrot. You can pet and feed the horse if you're not looking to ride. So a lot of nature in Hiruzen, cows, sheep, horses. So it is a perfect place for little kids as well. Alright, now we are going to Okutsu Onsen, Ikeda-ya Kajikaen. Here's my room tour. Room is very, very spacious, and the best thing I like about it is the balcony that connects to the river. It is nighttime, so you can't really see clearly, but it looks really pretty. Yeah, it looks like this at night, and then I'll be showing you how it looks like in morning time. But before that, we have private onsen in your own room. So it looks just like a normal bathtub, but actually when you turn on the tap, it is onsen, like original onsen. We call it the Gensen Nagashi, Gensen Kake Nagashi, which is original onsen. And at night we have Nagi beef hot pot, a local branded beef, which is very, very delicious, of course. Just really, really nice food. A very humble, small ryokan, but the service is top notch, and I enjoy small places like this. And this is the morning view from my room. It's connected to the river, and you can actually go out. Of course, I don't recommend swimming because it's very cold. But yeah, during autumn time, there's also autumn leaves. That's super pretty, very healing. So yes, this is Ikeda-ya Kajikaen. And after that, we are going to Okutsu Lake for a kayaking experience. So I recommend you to go early in the morning when the lake is still very calm, like a mirror. Just look at it. It's very, very beginner friendly. I think that even big kids can go on the kayak because it is really super calm and not so much wave. And it feels really nice in a sunny afternoon. I almost fell asleep, and it was very therapeutic to get in touch with the nature and water. So yeah, these are some of the things you can do in the Okutsu area, and after that we will be heading to Kurashiki. Okay, so next we are moving on to the final place, which is Kurashiki and Okayama City. And let's have a look of Kurashiki City. So this is my experience last month, 2 months ago, exploring the iconic spot in Okayama Prefecture, which is Kurashiki. And I'm sure that some of you are familiar because this is really one of the most famous places in Okayama Prefecture. And right now, we will have a live broadcast from Kurashiki right now with Misawa-san. So let's welcome Misawa-san broadcasting live from Kurashiki. Hello, can you hear me, Misawa-san?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, cool. How are you, Mr. Misawa?
Fine, thank you. And you?
All
It's
right.
sunny outside. It's very comfortable today.
It looks like a perfect sunny day. So
Sunny day,
can you
that's
tell
right.
us where are you right now?
Sorry?
Can you tell us where you are right now?
Okay. I'm in the old town of Kurashiki, standing in the middle of a bridge. You can see the boat over there. This bridge is so arched.
Beautiful. Wow,
The
beautiful.
boats can easily underpass.
Mm.
And this area is abundant in history, tradition, and scenic beauties. Also, this area has the history 400 years.
400 years.
400 years. Very
Wow,
old.
that's Edo period, right?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, this area used to be the bottom of the sea. In the middle of the 17th century, this place was reclaimed land from the sea and developed as a merchant town. So you can see the white walls, Japanese traditional houses. These houses used to be warehouse to store commodities such as rice and cotton. And these houses are almost 100 to 200 years ago, 200 years. So you can see the river. This river is called Kurashiki River,
Yeah, the
or
most iconic
called
river.
Kurashiki River.
Mm.
On both sides of the river, you can see the many old Japanese traditional Japanese style houses. Come this way.
All right. So I was just there 2 months ago and it looks like it's perfect weather and yeah, it's really happy to show you guys the iconic canal in Kurashiki.
So this also used to be the rice granary, and now this is remodeled into archaeological museum. This museum displays a lot of artifacts excavated here. Come this way. You can see the white and the black walls. This is a typical design of Kurashiki.
Ah,
You can see
typical
this design
design.
almost everywhere in this area.
Looks like it's kind of not so crowded on a weekend. Just
Yeah, that's
nice for
right.
a stroll.
Even though the Japanese know a lot of prefectures in Japan have the state of emergency, but I'm surprised that there are a lot of people
Oh
walking.
yeah.
This is one of the old houses in this area. This house
Mm,
is almost 270 years ago.
wow.
This building was created as a wholesale store of sugar. But about 60 years ago, this building was remodeled into hotel, ryokan,
Mm, a guest house. Wow.
ryokan, Japanese style hotel. This
Perfect.
ryokan is one of the most luxurious hotel in this area.
Ah, okay. So you
The
guys.
owner, the landlord speaks English, so this ryokan is very popular among foreign visitors.
All right, okay. So you guys, if you want to stay at somewhere who can speak is English friendly, remember this
Yeah, that's
ryokan.
right. So I'd like to show you this shop. This is a dessert shop.
That looks delicious. What is this?
This this shop sells ice cream and
Ice cream.
fruit parfait.
Oh,
Named this
parfait and
shop is
dessert shop.
named Kurashiki Momoko.
Ah, I've
But
heard of Kurayoshi.
Kurashiki
Okay.
Momoko, Kurashiki Momoko has 3 shops in this area. Almost all shops are very popular. Sometimes I see a lot of long line
Right. I
for
remember
customers
yeah,
to
last time I
wait.
came here, there was a long queue.
Long line, that's right.
Really nice. Oh, so this is where you bought the
Uh,
boat.
you can see the boat over there. So
Right.
So if you everyone get aboard. If you want to get aboard, please buy a ticket or at the White Western Star building.
All right, so this is where you buy the ticket at this building?
This is the fare of the boat.
And how much is it?
500 yen.
Only 500 yen, you guys. That is
The-
very, very reasonable.
It takes about 20 minutes on board.
All
20
right.
minutes. So seeing all town from different perspective is also very impressive. Come this way.
私も聞いたことある。
Around this street, there are a lot of udon noodle restaurants. If you are interested in udon, please taste it. Try it.
I've been to this place so many times, yet I really miss. I want to go back already to Kurashiki.
So now I am going to the shops. I think that these shops, the shops sells a lot of items, goods relating
Oh,
to
that's so cute. A Miffy store.
Mrs. Store.
Right, that is so adorable.
They sell very kind of items such as
Selling all sort of
bread,
Miffy goods.
souvenirs.
Wow. Is that real or is it toy? Is it real? Like, I can't really tell. Like Japanese quality, real bread or like toy.
Next shop is selling the items
Oh,
related
Snoopy. So, okay, Kurashiki, other than all the traditional shops, you can also find like cute stores like this.
So I also think that the fruit is also popular in your country, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one?
Sorry?
This one, pottery shop.
Pottery shop. This is
Pottery
the
shop.
Bizen
Okayama has
pottery.
a place famous for pottery named Bizen Pottery.
Mm.
We can buy the various kinds of potteries. Even from other potteries in Japan, the Bizen pottery is that feature like baked pottery with a high temperature and for a long time, and then makes pottery shrink very hard.
Bye. Such a friendly shop owner. Wow, looks like there's so many souvenirs along the street.
Yes, so there are many shops along this path. So please look at the kibi dango.
Oh,
Kibi dango made of mochi, rice
Mochi.
flour, and millet flour.
yeah, we Malaysians love mochi so much.
This kibi dango related to this area legend, Peachy Boy, Momotaro.
Famous legend called Momotaro, the Peach Boy.
Momotaro for Peachy Boy. Okay, come this way.
Oh, more shops.
This street also have many shops around the street.
Really, like it's so much exploration in just Kurashiki area alone. There's so many endless finds.
I'm proud of this shop because Kurashiki has a company which produced the first denim product.
Right, yes, the birthplace of denim in Japan.
Yes, then they say I think a little bit expensive, but you can get high quality jeans products.
Momotaro jeans.
Momotaro. Momotaro jeans are very famous
Yeah,
in
very,
Japan.
very famous, yeah. So you
But
guys please
a
check
little
out
bit
the
expensive.
Momotaro jeans
Little
for
bit
some made
expensive.
in Japan denim.
I think. This is the liquor shop, the sake.
Sake shop.
Japanese staple food is rice. So that
course,
means everywhere in Japan has produced rice. That means everywhere has the local sake, liquor like that,
So you can find local sake here.
local sake. I think alcohol is about 15%, a little bit strong. I think.
Ah, strong. On the strong side. Don't get too drunk.
Shall we go inside the
Yes, can
rental
we? I
kimono?
was actually here for my kimono taiken.
Right.
Yeah, I was here a few months
So
ago.
if you are interested in the rent kimonos, there we can rent. So this you can see the kimonos made of fabric of jeans.
Beautiful. Ah, konnichiwa.
And, so I think I explained about the kibidango.
Yeah,
He's a he's a hero peach boy.
peach boy.
Peach boy. So you can see many animals such as monkey, dog, pheasant. These animals are his subordinates. When he went to Oga Island to fight Oga, the, he he gave the kibidango to this pheasant to have them accompany him. These animals also went to Oga Island to fight ogres.
So if you want any friends to follow you, just buy souvenirs, kibidango for them, right?
I think that you have already know this is the device of
yes, to
disinfection
measure. Oh,
spray.
such a cute decoration.
Also, you can
So
see
nice.
you can see this one.
Washi tape.
Yes, yes, put it inside. This shop sells various kind of masking tapes.
So many different
According to
kinds.
the owner, this shop sells more than
More than
1,200.
1,000. Oh, I see some of the tapes that I have in my
And also this shop sells the originals of the masking tape, originals in Kurashiki.
So you can only buy it here.
Historical place, Kurashiki Historical Quarter.
Momo. Oh, that's really pretty.
Peach Boy.
Oh, Peach Boy. Oh, that's the
Peach
one.
Boy. And his peasants, his subordinate dog.
Ah,
He gave
the one who ate the kibidango.
kibidango to make them accompany
Like
to
follow
Oga
for him.
Island. Oga Island.
So I should buy more kibidango to have more followers, right?
You can see the various kind of masking tape. So you can see the box or made of cardboard. I asked her how to use it. I asked her to demonstrate
Okay.
using the masking tape.
So this is a little experience you can have decorating the box.
Creating a box. Yeah.
Okay, so you can choose whichever tape that you like.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
Okay, just paste it
Also,
on.
you can participate in the workshop.
I see. So to make the one and only box decorated with masking tape.
Masking. Now she's making a box to put masking tape away. Tidy up masking tape inside. Also, you
masking
can
tape box.
see many boxes. These boxes are.
I see that, so
This is
pretty.
this is finished products.
Right.
So they can put many masking tape inside.
Right. Okay. That's really pretty. Wow. You can also make
This is a box to put small article inside.
That's really, really pretty. Thank you so much. How much is the masking tape? What are the price range?
The price is it ranging from 100 yen to 150 yen.
Wow.
Highest one is on the less than 300 yen.
Ah, from 150 yen to about 300 yen. So that's very, very affordable depending on the size and the design.
So, I asked them to say something to viewers. 何か言ってください。
はい。コロナが終わりましたら、ぜひ、倉敷美観地区にお越しください。待ってます。
Yes, for sure. You guys, please visit Kurashiki. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for your live broadcast from Kurashiki City. Thank you and see you. Bye.
Yeah, see you. Bye.
ありがとうございます。Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Misawa, for presenting us the beauty of Kurashiki. I'm sure you guys enjoyed the beautiful canal. It was a perfect day and all the amazing shops and souvenirs you can buy in Kurashiki. So next up, I want to share with you my personal experience. So as you can see just now, he had shown us the kimono shop. So I actually went to the kimono shop and rented a denim kimono, which is very unique even in Japan. Not many places offer denim kimono, and it's a very nice experience to dress up in one, especially during beautiful autumn season. And in the second photo, it is Momotaro Karakuri Museum, where you get to learn about the famous Peach Boy and its followers after eating the kibi dango. So lots of really, really fun experiences around the Kurashiki Bikan Historical Quarter. So after that, we are moving on to Kourakuen, which is in Okayama City. So this is the next spot I want to introduce. So Kourakuen in Okayama City is one of the top 3 Japanese gardens in Japan, along with Kenrokuen and Keirakuen in other prefectures, which is Ishikawa and Ibaraki. So this is in Okayama City. So it is just a short walk from the famous Okayama Castle, which is famous for its black outlook. And I have been there before, and so don't miss out the Japanese cafe in Kourakuen Garden that has amazing view of both the garden and the castle. So let us watch a short video about Kurashiki and Kourakuen Garden. Alright. So we are moving on to Bikan Historical Quarter, which you have just seen. It is always sunny, very, very perfect weather. And that's my kimono, in a denim kimono. Very unique experience. I really love it, very photogenic. And I also took a boat ride at the iconic canal, which you have seen earlier in the live broadcast. 500 yen, I cannot believe it, it's so cheap. Of course, take your chance to take lots and lots of photos, especially pretty during autumn season with the willows and maple leaves around. And then there are also lots of museums and galleries to explore. I went into one of the old houses where you have like art on display, and you see the exhibition of life in the past century. So these are some of the old storehouses that you can see still preserved until today. And there's also a Japanese garden where you can see beautiful autumn leaves in fall. I think this museum costs about like 500 yen to enter, but the photography is worth it. So very, very beautiful fire red autumn leaf. And we are moving on to Kourakuen Garden in Okayama City. So it's a very, very spacious garden. You maybe take like at least like half an hour or 1 hour to stroll around. And of course, it is also beautiful all season, including spring, summertime, and in autumn there's also autumn leaves. So the best thing about it is that it is just a walk away from Okayama Castle, so you can visit both these 2 places all at once. Yeah, just some of the photos I took at the garden during autumn. And yes, one of the top 3 Most beautiful Japanese garden in Japan, Kourakuen Garden. There's also a pond with a lot of koi fish. And there's another observation deck where you can see like the whole of the garden. So when you come to Okayama City, this is pretty much in the city center, so it's very convenient to access. And yeah, one of the top spots in Okayama City. So that is all for Kurashiki and Kourakuen in Okayama City. So thank you so much for watching. We have other attractions. Sorry for the long-winded online tour, but I have more things to share with you. These are some of the places I have been, not this trip, but previously. So first we have Fukiya Village. This is a very traditional town, also absolutely hard to access, only accessible with a rental car. So if you notice, the whole town is painted in red, like a brownish red color. This is called Bengala. It is a natural dye, and it is also called Japan Red. So you can experience some hand-dye fabric in the village, and it's also a very nice area to walk around. In the middle of the photo, you can see the post office is also painted in Bengala color. So next up, we have another onsen town, which is called the Yubara Onsen Village. So I went there a few years ago in autumn time, and it is super beautiful in autumn color. So for those of you who are asking which season to go, and I definitely recommend autumn, which is one of the best seasons. And there is also a natural outdoor mixed bath that everybody can visit. So you can rent a bathrobe for both men and women from your ryokan. And then you wear it and soak it inside the onsen. Is such an amazing experience. And then finally we have Kojima, which is a very small town in Kurashiki City. So just now you have seen how the first pair of jeans is born in Kurashiki, and this is the original town of it is called Kojima. And you can go shopping and hunt for your perfect pair of made in Japan jeans, or even other denim skirt or shirt. And you can even take a cruise out to the sea to enjoy the super beautiful Seto Ohashi Bridge. On the photo on the right side, you can see a beautiful sunset. So absolutely recommended as a place to visit when you come to Okayama Prefecture. Thank you so much for joining us today. And before we end, let me promote myself a little. So my name is Cheesie. This is my Instagram account at Cheeseland. So you can scan this QR code to go to my Instagram account to find out all about my adventures in Japan and my daily life living in Japan. I live in Tokyo, but right now I'm in Fukuoka presenting this to you. And for those of you who asked earlier, any other spots to visit in Okayama and Tottori? Yes, I have 47 hashtags for each prefecture, and you can use the hashtag Cheesie in Okayama or hashtag Cheesie in Tottori or any other prefectures to find out all about the hidden spots and amazing places I have been in Japan. And I will continue to do so every day, update you the latest information about traveling in Japan. So thank you so much for joining us today. I hope to see you guys soon. I know that you guys miss Japan, and hopefully everybody would be able to come back and enjoy the beauty and delicious food of Japan. Thank you and goodbye!